All right, ladies and gentlemen. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about Roblox. Now, Roblox, as you guys may or may not be aware, but I'm sure most of you are, has been handling a certain situation of really bad press when it comes to, I guess you could say, bad behavior of adults with children in their video game. The whole situation that happened with Schlep and the banning of Schlep turned this into a massive political movement where you have all kinds of lawmakers, all kinds of politicians, all kinds of lawyers trying to get involved. Even personalities like Chris Hansen is trying to get involved as well. Everybody's getting involved, trying to essentially go after Roblox. Now, the thing about Roblox is that ever since then, they have been doing damage control. They've been putting out a bunch of videos. They've been putting out a bunch of statements, all talking about how they're doing everything possible for kids and how they report XYZ amount of people to kids every single year in the numbers of 10 to thousands. I think they said around 27,000 reports in just 1 year alone, but no arrests for some reason. But that's neither here nor there. So apparently, Roblox is now going to be taking it one step further. And the way they thought that they could protect kids is apparently by making your kid take a picture of themselves so they can store it on their servers and age verify them. This is where Roblox is now trying to go to protect children by using facial age estimation technology, just like they're doing with the UK Online Safety Act, just like they're doing it with all these other censorious acts. They are doing it with Roblox as well, all under the guise of child safety. It's a very interesting thing. So they're forcing it on its users and promise to limit communication between adults and minors unless they know each other in the real world. The new system combined with verified IDs and parental consent. Keep in mind, it says combined, meaning it's not exclusive, meaning you can't just get by scanning your face. You seem like you have to scan your face and provide an ID in order for this to be accessible. But in any case, we'll provide a more accurate measure of a user's age than what's available now. With pressure growing on Roblox to do something about its reputation, as in the recent words of Louisiana Attorney General Liz Murrill, a breeding ground for bad people, Roblox Corporation says it's going to expand its use of facial age estimation technology to everyone who uses its built-in communications systems. Roblox said the new age estimation technology, combined with Roblox's existing ID verification and parental consent tools, will provide a more accurate measure of a user's age than simply relying on what someone types in when they create an account. The company also plans on rolling out new systems that will restrict communications between adults and minors unless they know each other in real life. Now, don't you think this is very interesting? Now, I can understand why they're saying, well, if you know each other in real life, it's not a problem. How do you know it's not a problem? How do you know? How do you know that the person who, let's say you have to add them onto like some trusted friends list or something like that in order to talk to an adult as a child? How do you know that a predator didn't somehow convince the child to add them on the whitelist? How do you know that? How do you know they weren't added on in the whitelist for accessible adults? You don't know that. I feel like you should just restrict communications entirely. But I understand why they may say, well, we can't do that because what if parents play with their kids? Well, they're playing in person. Who fucking cares at this point? But anyway, these added layers of protection will help provide users with access to developmentally appropriate features and content. Roblox said in an update, we hope this move sets a standard that other gaming, social media, and communication platforms follow. Bro, oh my God. So not only are you trying to save your image, but you're up here now trying to play moral arbiter where you're like, hey, look at us. We're doing so good that we hope that other social media platforms do as good as us. Look at us. We're Roblox. We're doing all these amazing things. We hope other people follow in our footsteps. Are you fucking kidding me? And then on top of that, too, they're like, we hope other social media platforms and other platforms in general with communications, we hope they all start scanning people's faces and taking their IDs. So now you're going from moral arbiter to a censorious approved group. Like, that's what you're trying to do. You're trying to take the fuck ups that you do and you're trying to take it and pass it on to everyone else. I mean, this is just fucking insane at this point. I am genuinely blown away that they would even try to pretend as if anybody should be following in the footsteps of Roblox. Nobody should be doing that. Roblox should be the last one that you follow in the footsteps of. But in any case, Roblox's facial age estimation works by analyzing a selfie to estimate your age and sort you into a rating group. Apparently, it can determine whether you are under 13 years of age, 13 to 17, basically, or 18 plus, with varying restrictions for each category. This isn't a new technology. The ESRB proposed using facial scanning technology to estimate people's ages in 2023, an idea that the FTC rejected a year later because it was unclear exactly how the technology would work, although it left the possibility open for future adoption. Perhaps with good reason, as the tech has proven somewhat dodgy. People in the UK, for instance, were famously able to get around Discord's age verification system by using Dead Stranding's photo mode. Now, keep in mind, the fact that the FTC rejected it and they were able to get around it by implementing it privately to corporations, I think that's fucking insane. I really do. The ESRB tried to make it a blanket thing, but since the ESRB got rejected, they found another way to get what they want, which is basically making all the corporations do it of their own supposed free will. I think that's crazy. I really do. In any case, then it says still age estimation technology is growing in popularity. Facebook recently made my mom submit a selfie to verify her account, which was a tremendous headache for a woman of a certain age who's not very computer savvy, and her son and some systems like Microsoft's incoming Xbox age verification have proven tougher to fool. So wait a second. So your mother, who I'm assuming is an older woman because you say she's not tech savvy, and let's be real, she uses Facebook, so she's probably older. You mean to tell me that they still thought she was too young and she had to verify her age? Or like how exactly is that going to work? Right? This is going to be a major problem because what are you going to do with children that look older? What are you going to do with adults that look younger? What are you going to do about that? There are a bunch of women out there that are 25 plus years old that look like they're nowhere near that age. What are you going to do about that? Are they going to be locked behind? Now you're going to force them to give their ID, force them to take a selfie that's not going to pass anyway. So now they got to give their ID and everything else in order to be able to pass. I mean, I don't understand how this is even going to work. There's no way that this is foolproof. This is a band-aid system. This is a band-aid way for them to garner age verification. And it's a band-aid way for all these people to use the same exact program. They're all paying for the same thing. And the companies that are making these age verification softwares are rolling in the fucking dough right now. They are making bank because all of these companies are now buying up these programs in order to utilize them for their corporation. It's possible Roblox will do a better job of it as well. The company has previously claimed growing success with machine learning voice chat moderation systems, although in broad strokes, we are training machines to evaluate and identify us with ever greater levels of precision and accuracy. May not strike everyone as better in the truest sense of the word, but still, Roblox has clearly something to do if it wants to avoid regulatory crackdowns and potential huge civil penalties, which is absolutely coming, by the way. Huge civil penalties is 100% coming for Roblox. It's only a matter of time. It has an absolutely massive audience. One recent weekend apparently saw more concurrent players than all of Steam combined, but it's also facing a growing backlash against a perceived inability to keep young kids away from the worst of the internet. So, again, ladies and gentlemen, the funniest part about this entire story to me is that Roblox thinks that they're doing something so good that you should follow in their footsteps. Roblox thinks that for now all of a sudden that they're trying to protect children, now you should follow in their footsteps and be just like Roblox. They could go fuck themselves. Genuinely, they could go fuck themselves. At this point, they're trying to utilize their situation to not only pass the blame off to other people by saying, hey, you guys should do what we're doing, right? They're passing the blame off to other platforms and saying, you need to be like us. Otherwise, you're lacking. But at that point, people need to realize, like, this is not about that. This is about all control. They are trying to control social media and the internet. And this is the hardest we have ever seen them push by far, especially on a global scale. So you guys can let me know in the comments down below. What do you think about all this? What do you think about age verification selfies in Roblox? Do you think it's going to work? Do you think it's not going to work? Do you think Roblox is cooked either way? Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, consider hitting that like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys on the next one.